Hello and welcome to tonight's show, everybody. Great to see everyone in. We've got our first guest in already. Hello, Tracy. We've just flicked through the names, so it's great to see everyone coming in. Cool, excellent. So, how you've been this week? You've been all right and stuff. Last week it was a little bit dodgy, but got better near the end and stuff like that. So, yeah, not too bad. Daniel's there as well. Excellent. Pardon me. There's the man himself. Uh, Pardon me. I'm just trying to get everyone who's leaving messages who've just came in. So it's cool to see everyone. Liam as well. Excellent. Nice to see everyone. It's a nice warm welcome. Everyone coming in at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night. They know where to be. This is the place to be. So cool. Excellent. All right, I'm going to introduce our next guest or our first guest. Or fictive if you want to say or whatever. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, welcome in, Matt.
Mm. How are you doing?
Cool, not too bad. Like I say,
Good.
I've been feeling better over the weekend than I did over
Yeah.
the last week. So yeah, been doing my garden today, a bit of my garden, and got my security lights sorted again. So yeah, not too bad. Been keeping
Yeah.
myself busy. Excellent. Nice new face there, by the looks of it. Gas man. Cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I released a video on Sunday. That done quite well at the moment.
The
It's the one
mills.
where they took you up to the mill.
The mills. Yeah.
Yeah. And the week after, I took Tom there then as well.
Mm.
So I've got
Did you
another
look at it?
video.
Did you look at any more bits?
Yeah, believe it or not, it's oh, chat's jumped. Believe it or not, uh, we've only seen half of that mill because no big part of the mill that was in the main part.
Yeah.
That was actually two mills put together, and that's
Mm.
why you couldn't get from one side of the mill to the other. Apart from, pardon me, there's a way of doing it. The first floor was locked, I think it was, the very bottom one. So we
Mm-hmm.
didn't even try that door. Or we didn't even try that door, to tell you the truth, I didn't. On the second visit, that door was open. Uh, so we got in that floor. That's quite an interesting find there. There's stamps and all sorts in there. So, but that wasn't the bottom floor, which we had the metal gates on. That was sealed off. But we got into that part, but only got half of it. Then I wondered where's the other half. Then it's worked out eventually that the mill was split in half, no, right down the middle of it, and the bottom bay, right on the bottom floor, was open, and that's where they used what looks like they used to have raves there. So that's all on camera. So we managed to do that mill, the first mill, showing Tom what we could get in. Then we went down the fire exit, down and through another door, and then we got into another floor, which was the same floor as the material all over the place, the rolls of cloth and stuff. The
Mm-hmm.
same floor as that, but on the other side of the wall, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we got through there and filmed the other side of the mill that way then.
Mm.
So it's quite a big place. And yeah, we did go back down to the tunnel. I won't tell you well. There's not much to say. You'd have to just see the video to tell you the truth, and you'll see what the outcome of that is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that tunnel also included in your first video?
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it and to have a look. Didn't see that.
That's missing people coming in. We've got our next victim here as well.
Ugh.
So I'll let him in a minute. Sorry if I missed a few people. Mixed panel is what I think is one of them missed. Bucharest guided tours.
Yeah, thanks, Mick, for some of these pins you've been sending me, by the way.
Excellent. And here's our next victim. Hello, Mr. Yawn.
Bjorn Bengal.
He's there.
Bjorn
Yeah, right.
Bengal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I was just listening to what you're saying about that mill. It's massive, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
I was wondering about, because on the bottom floors, I think, on the middle floor where we went, it sort of cuts off in half, doesn't it? I'm glad you got in there.
Yeah.
Hey, John. Oh, sorry.
Not just that, I found out some more history about the place. Obviously, doing my research once we've done the video, if I don't know it already. And it had a water wheel, I think, between the powerhouse and the mill itself.
Yeah.
No, that little part there. I think that's where the water wheel was.
That would make sense.
Because it had a 50-foot tall water wheel by 20 feet wide, 19 feet wide. And it was called Big Lily. It was the UK's largest water wheel at the time. And I think that tunnel's got something to do with that.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's crazy. So that's just what I've worked out after doing a bit of research and looking at what I can find. But while I was there with Tom, we actually found another tunnel on the riverbank.
One?
Yeah, on the riverbank going underneath the place then.
I'll take it you went in daylight this time.
Yeah, daylight we went this time. Tom took his drone over. He gave us the footage and he said I can use it in the next video. So that's pretty cool of him.
Nice.
Yeah, so like I say, we've got a part 2 to come out. And yeah, we do see one or two bits that we have seen before, but obviously see the rest of the place that we haven't seen. And yeah, it's so much stuff I can't remember everything, if you know what I mean. Especially with my short-term memory how it is. Yeah.
I was going to ask you, John. So those mains networking connectors, then, have you tried them yet?
I can't use them. I told you this.
Why is that?
Because I've got to get a connector to. I haven't got an Ethernet port on my laptop.
Oh.
I know, it didn't come with one, which is a bit strange.
Oh, so you've got to get the Ethernet to what? USB-C or something? Or USB?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. They're like £9, they are.
It's all right. I'll get to it.
Yeah, come on. Get it on. Sending you expensive mains networking adapters is £9. Come on.
I will get it. I'll get it. I'll do it. I'll just keep forgetting, mate. Yeah, because I went to do it and I went, yeah, that's good. Got the cable, got a little cable one, got it all done. Where is it then? It's not there.
That's cool.
Oh shit.
Which is a bit strange because I've never known that. It wasn't something I went to check either when I bought it.
Oh God. And there's some laptops that have got an Ethernet port on them, and it's like it's a squished one. And what you have to do is it's on a spring, and it's basically squished flat like that, and you have to push it, and it opens, so it's like widens, and then you can slick the Ethernet thing into it. That's why they've done it on some laptops, so that they can get away with a small form factor.
I'm just having a look now. Yeah, I couldn't find one.
Nah, it's probably not got.
I've got nothing, mate.
No,
Nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. I've got nothing left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got nothing but 16 cans of Stella.
And a bottle of vodka.
You were there, John,
Actually,
weren't you, as well? At the mill, of course.
Yeah, I
I've
was,
seen you there, yeah.
Mm.
When your video coming out, I know you've already just released one of that pavilion building in Oldham.
I don't know. I haven't
Prudent-
thought of that one yet. I'm doing the
Prudential it was, yeah.
Potential,
yeah, I did the
yeah,
Prudential. And then I'm doing the one of the mansions next.
Oh, so you're going through like the ones you've done first.
I'm just going
Working your
through
way
it randomly, to be fair. It's just the next one I clicked and I went, I'll try this one, it'll be all right.
Cool.
I mean, I could do the mill one if you want.
No. Just wondered if you've thrown it out yet, or thought of it,
I think
or...
I'll throw it out in a week or so, like once you've had yours all sorted. Because you really done a lot there. You found stuff like none of us even knew were there. Like literally, me and Brady walked past that. When you go down into that tunnel, me and Brady walked past that those stairs. Didn't even see them.
I nearly did. You know what I mean? It was just because my light was in front of me, and as it went past the pillar, it's caught my eye, the shadow moving, so it just flicked my head down and seeing the gap.
Because that was by the, if I remember, that was like in the by the funeral directors and all that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Mm.
Your lucky memory gathers. My car failed its MOT today on about 6 things. They're nothing serious, but it's just like bushes have got to be changed. The CV joint, the cover's gone on it. Apparently, the headlights are set too low, which is a bit weird. But yeah, all easy stuff to fix. But yeah.
At least it's nothing major. That's the main thing. Know what I mean? Because people dread it, taking your car to the MOT and coming back with a big list and all sorts going on.
Was it Secret Vault is the Urbex Master, Renegade Gangster? Yeah, was it D for damage power to the people? Yeah.
Yeah, do you repairs yourself?
No, I got a mate of mine who does it because it's going to need a little bit of welding as well. And yeah, I just take it to my mate. He's got all the bits. He's got his own little workshop. So he does it for me really cheap. And it's just a lot less aggro because he knows what he's doing. So yeah.
Yeah, no John Major. That's cool.
Johnny Wi-Fi buffering can't get on because he hasn't got the network adapter thingies I sent him implemented. Look at it. Bloody Wi-Fi.
Has he got them? Oh, probably just plugging them in now as you're speaking then.
No, he can't because his laptop doesn't have an Ethernet port. He's got to buy a little adapter to go from USB-C out to Ethernet, and then he can connect it.
Yeah.
Bloody Wi-Fi's useless.
Oh, see, you've got to keep it on top of your car, really, and do all the little bits and bobs.
Yeah, I do things like brake pads and, brake discs and replacing my headlights with LED headlights so it's much brighter and all stuff like that. Yeah. And then I had to put them back in this morning before I took it for the MOT,
Yeah, the originals.
Yeah. My mate's really ill, so I'm really not going to be able to drive the car now for a week until my mate can have a look at it, which is just a bit of a shit. But yeah, I'm going to have to keep the car now off the road, really, because it needs these things done to it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, they said one of my tires was getting on the limit of being, and I'm like, Jesus, I changed those tires like less than 6 months ago, and the fucking tires got to get more tires again now.
Front one or the back ones?
Front, which were expensive ones. Yeah. Let me see when I have a look on my.
And the turning then, though, don't they? Because yours is front wheel drive.
Yeah. Let me have a look at what my order history was, and I'll tell you when I got the last ones. When was it? No. See what I mean? I got these on basically the 1st of December last year, and we're in February now, so I've had 3 months out of these tires and fucking wrecked them already.
Is that all? Wow.
Bollocks. It's mate, this car goes through tires, I tell you what. That's the only thing I've noticed on it. Like, I have been putting tires and tires and tires on the bloody car. It's like, Jesus, I'm getting bored of it now.
Does it need for the MOT? Is it wishbones or
joints
in the front? Do you say
ball joints? Yeah, a little bit of welding on something. I can't remember what the terminology was, but it's simple. And then CV boot, CV boot, and then my headlights are apparently too low. Yeah. One wheel pulling. Yeah, I don't know. It's I've had the tracking done on it before, just in case it was the tracking, but yeah, how many miles I do with them? Well, a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Where did it go then? I had him up there somewhere. There he is. Abandoned landscapes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right, mate. He came to the mill with us with Tom. And his old name's Explore Nation.
Right.
He's changed his name, so just let everyone know.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I get his name wrong even on the next video.
I think Explore Nation says a bit more about, what you do than abandoned landscapes, because it just sounds like you're going to be wandering around the land, like looking at land. Just saying. Sorry.
Ooh.
Piss on your parade and all that, but
that's sad, that.
Oh God.
Have to get rid.
Oh dear.
I don't know when that was, but if it was recently, I would have broke it down myself and sold it in parts. We do get a lot of money for them bits now. No, we've got the Catwoman in the house. Hello, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie. Yeah, bloody cars, isn't it? Always the same. Just money, money, money.
Yeah.
That is a bit ridiculous, though. Like 3 months. New tires. Could be brake caliper binding. Well, it's had new discs on it, and they sort of seize a little bit on the back, but not on the front. So I think we're okay on the front. But yeah, it's a bit shit though.
I remember the last set of brake calipers I tried doing and brake pads. It was on a Richie Wellick's car. It was a what was it now? A Citroen Picasso.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't know on there, which was there for about half an hour, and it got stuck basically. No, because we got the pads out and all that, done all that, but when we went to put the new ones back in, we couldn't really do it because you have to get a special tool to wind the thing out. Where I didn't know, I thought it was just like the old car where you just push it out. Until I done a bit more research then, and found out you needed a special tool.
Yeah, what I do is I get monkey wrench, the ones where you can open them up really wide, and I put it on the outside, and then I twist it, and then they release. Then so you can twist it and twist it and twist it, and as you twist, it releases.
Yeah, it was so dead seized it was in the end. We had to get a farmer to do it. No, like he lives in the like countryside-ish, out of the town area, basically. And hardly any garages there that do work like that. So he took it to this local farmer that worked on machines, and he did it for him.
That's the thing about brake pads, isn't it? It's easy to get them off. It's very hard to put some snow chains on your tires. Jesus Christ! Surely that would wear the tires out really quickly, and you wouldn't have any. You wouldn't have any handling, like you say. Nah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them have electric now as well. I know, like you can do on a computer. You got to plug the computer in and actually tell them electrically to open the pads and then really reset them via computer.
Bloody hell.
It's all you got to take your car to the bleeding dealers, isn't it, in the end?
Escort Jaguar and a Vectra. Vectra, oh my god.
Yeah. They didn't do very well, them Vectras, when first came out, did they? In sales-wise.
My mate had a hire purchase Vector that he never paid for, and he wanted to keep it, and he put it around my house, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come and get it, like in a bit." And it was there for months and months. Like, all right, so he'd left me the keys, so I took it out a couple of times. It was like sports Vectra, and it was like, ooh, yeah, right, it's a bit sporty, isn't it? But yeah. He just dumped it. He just dumped it there for ages. Like, I mean, yeah.
A lot of people do that on the higher sports cars, I've known. People like get back payments, and there's been videos on YouTube about in America, these repo guys go looking for them, but basically they're saying, "Oh, don't know where the car is. They parked it up, it's gone," and they just hide it, and hopefully they hope the insurance forgets about it, but they don't. They just start sending out like bounty hunters looking for it. So yeah, mad.
No, the only way you'd get around that is to change the plates, but very naughty.
That's it, yeah.
Right, I'm back. They all went a bit tits up, but it's all good now.
Wi-Fi boy, yeah.
No, nothing to do with Wi-Fi.
Aye.
It was the browser I was using.
Oh.
So I don't normally use Chrome, so I downloaded Chrome and it's lovely now.
It's funny because Steve Wills, he had me having a look at his webcam. He's got this like high spec webcam, which is probably too high spec for his laptop. And I tried it a few times on Chrome, and it kept on stalling, and then Chrome was saying like not responding and crashing. And we tried it on Firefox, and it worked a dream. However, I know that for StreamYard, Chrome is better because you get more features and functions that don't work in Firefox if you use Chrome in for StreamYard. Yeah, but I think you've got to have a certain spec of PC. Like if the PC is bad spec, Chrome was dying. It wasn't good. If you've got a good spec PC, it's the one to use for StreamYard. But I'm not a great fan of the use of Chrome. But
I don't always use it. I just think it's a bit bloated, personally. I mean, my go-to is Oprah, whatever you want to call it. I just like it. I can just put everything in it. It just sits there. But it does sometimes have a bit of issue. I don't know why with StreamYard.
Does that mean it's more written for Chrome StreamYard? The
I think it
is,
software
yeah.
or hardware or
Yeah.
whatever it is done. Program on
It
it.
actually recommends that you use Chrome. If you, I put it into Firefox a minute ago, and it actually said, "Oh, looks like there's a connection issue or whatever." Bit because recommend using Chrome if the problem continues. So I've done it. Just absolutely fine, no issue.
Mm.
Yeah, that's another one there, Matt. If your car's heavy as well, it'll use the tyres a
Yeah.
lot.
Well, it's the weights in the back of the car, if anything. The front will always be the same. But yeah. I don't know.
Just drinking some vodka. I was given some vodka, some Belvedere, Polish.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I'm like, oh.
it could be my fault because I had an issue when I got this car and I swapped the tires. So I swapped the tires and then I realized that they wouldn't track the tires unless they had all four wheels the same. And it was like all these places were moaning, saying like, "Oh, your tires in the back are different." I was like, "Well, it don't matter, there's still two matched tires on the back."
Yeah.
And they were moaning about it, and it was like, "Oh, fucking hell!" So I don't know whether there's a slight angular difference in the car because of the tires on the back being slightly different, but I don't know.
I'm not too sure myself about that one.
Yeah,
I've
but
Are
noticed
they
that.
different sizes though?
206 and hang on, I'll tell you now. Hang on.
It's mainly when
One
the
195 60s,
Yeah.
and hang on, and 205 60s.
So the back
So
ones are bigger.
well, I don't know because is it the 60 is the radius and the 205 is the
the
I don't know.
205 is the width and the
Yeah,
60 is the depth of the tyre.
Right.
So
So
if it's
you got fatter
70,
ones, haven't
it'll
you?
be fatter. If it's low profile, it'll be 45, dead thin rubber. You get me?
Yeah. Okay.
And the 205 is the width of the tyre itself.
Yeah. So
Then,
the 205s are on the back, and the 195s are on the front.
yeah. And then you got the inch of the wheel itself then. Like
Yeah.
a 15, 16 or whatever.
Yeah. 16s. These are. Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
there's loads
yeah.
of different myths about tyres and all sorts like that. No, different treads do this, and if you can't take one off the left side and put it on the right, and vice versa. It's a load of I don't know
A load of
tyre
bollocks that.
nonsense. Yeah, tires me out listening to it.
But the width of it,
wall up, innit?
the width of them will make a difference.
Yeah,
If you got one thin at the front or two thin at the front and two at the back of fat, that would make a difference.
Yeah.
It's just surface area, isn't it?
that's what I thought. As long as they've got a matching pair at the front or the back, and not odd pair, one on the front and one on the back, different makes, or it's even the same make but different pattern even. That's
So
no
I
good.
missed it. So have they failed your car because of it?
No, not no. I'm just wondering whether or not it's got an effect on the wear, because maybe the vehicle is slightly, I don't know, bigger on the front, smaller on the back, something like that. So it's like
You got more surface area on the back than you have on the front.
Yeah. But I mean, it's only going to be like a matter of an inch or something like that. But
Yeah.
So I don't know. Logically, I suppose I don't know. I'm just logically thinking if you got a larger surface area at the back than you have at the front, the wheels at the front would wear quicker because the back you've got more surface area for the tread or whatever to wear down over time. Whereas at the front it's thinner. It's in essence.
Yeah, and also, like you say, they don't turn because when you're turning parking in, that's grinding the rubber off as you're turning.
Mm.
Plus, when you're accelerating, if one wheel spins, they both are, know what I mean? It's front wheel drive, so both the wheels go to spin and the back's not going to spin unless it's a rear wheel drive. But because it's fat tyres on the back, it'll still give it more stability around the corners.
Mm.
And you want the slightly thinner wheels on the front to cut into the corners.
Yeah. Well, next time I won't be buggering about with which tyres are on it. We shall see.
Yeah.
Do you think it would help to lower the tire pressure in the back tires slightly? Well, I don't know. Because it's more economical if you have them up at like the 3940, which is recommended. But yeah, it's in wet weather. It's better to put them down to 35. Get a bit more grip.
Yeah.
Johnny Gonny. Shitty Wi-Fi bullshitty. Bollock.
Yeah, not enough air will wear your tyres as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
he's in the house.
The backs last a lot longer than the fronts. That's all I know. The fronts go, much quicker.
You could do, but like I say, you
I
won't get the
can't.
same amount of grip. And if
I
you put
can't.
the bigger tyres on the front, it might catch on the steering and
Yeah,
the
I
wheel
can't
arch.
because it catches. Yeah, it won't go
Yeah.
over the brake calipers. They're actually smaller interiors to the tires on the back. So yeah.
Oh, that's funny what I done to mine over years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, potholes. We certainly got plenty of those around here.
Yeah, what I did years ago, I had an Nova, well, one of many, and took the engine out, put a 2 litre engine in. So, like you always do, you used to always do it. And then it was all right. It had it's a 1.2 Nova, and it's supposed to have what was it, 60 brake horsepower or something like that. So the brakes on the Nova was disc on the front. I think it was 12-inch disc or something. Can't remember the size. And drums on the back. So what I did, I went out, drove around with my 1.2 Merit brakes on, and yeah, they were great for a week. Then they gave up because overheated with the extra force and speed. Yeah, I didn't mention speed. Oh no, good. I was doing an extra work they were doing because I had a heavier engine and stuff like that. That's what I meant to say. So the brakes worn out quicker. So I decided to go out and get some new brakes. So I got some new brakes off of Foxhole Calibra, drilled and vented, and new calipers as well to go with it. So I thought, yeah, throw them on. I bet how sweet. Straight on, straight on. Straight off the old ones, straight on the new ones. All everything matched up back in the day. Dead easy. You could like swap stuff off one car to the other. Real easy them days.
Mm.
So the brakes were done. I was like, yeah, all good now. So right, finish the job. Get the wheels back on. Boom. The wheel won't go back on because there's not enough gap between the wheel. Because I still had the 14-inch wheels or 13-inch wheels. Yeah, I had the 13-inch wheels, and it won't go onto the disc because the disc was too big and the caliper was too big. So I was stuck then with a car in the air with two wheels that wouldn't fit my bleeding car. So then I had to go out and get a new set of alloys from the scrapyard that was slightly bigger to actually put on my bleeding car to drive it then. Oh, yeah. Didn't think about that one. Putting bigger brakes on and same small wheels on don't work. But like you say, if you don't try it, you don't know, do you?
I was going to change the tires back on the car, like, you know, and I was looking around and people wanted silly money for just like steels and things, like on eBay. They were like, oh, yeah, £50 each. Like, and I'm like, you what? For an old bloody steel wheel? Are you pissed? I was like, nah, fuck it. But I'm paying for it, though, in like bloody tires.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them done. And they used to say the engines were slightly too heavy for the front end once you put the V6 in, for around corners and stuff. I don't know whether that's true or not, but with the Nova, the 2 litre one, that's quite good because you could put your foot down and slide it, overstay, or you take your foot off, then it would understay. So you could actually kick the back end out. 6-foot calipers. Wow. Yeah, they need some brake in them Subis. Yeah. But yeah, I could throw that Nova about left, right, and centre, and
Time whilst you're down there, Mr. John. Whilst you're down, time now to go on Amazon and buy a USB-C to RJ45 Ethernet port. £10. Buy now. Be there with you to buy tomorrow. Do it now. Bloody Wi-Fi bollocks.
Yeah. But because I used to always have Novas back in the day, every single car I owned was a Nova, and I got so used to the size of them and the shape of them, and I could look like a gap and just reverse it in that easy and stuff. Or whether it's a tight squeeze, I know just by judging it whether we could make it or not. Yeah.
So according to this thing that Subaru sent, it would say that I've got underinflation. Yeah. Cambered wear would mean that it's the towing. You know, it's like, again, that's tracking, really.
It's either in or out, yeah, tracking like that. It's either wearing on the inside or the outside most.
Yeah.
Conversion, that would be cool, that. Rear engine. That'd be cool to have it go off. It would handle totally different than the others, wouldn't it? Because most of the weight's in the back, but yet the back wheels will be spinning as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I've looked at whether or not it's tracking, and I've had the tracking done on it before, but you go over a couple of nasty potholes, I'm sure it throws the tracking back out again.
Yeah. That's what I want, some plugs for them digi-dashes. I've got 4 digi-dashes, but no plugs. If I could get the actual one set of plugs, I could then make up a set of plugs for all the other clocks. You know what I mean? And then I could flog them on to people, and it would be easier for them to wire into the car because it'll be listed which wires do what for the wiring into the cars.
Sausage rolls, yeah, I had some of those earlier on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of life's little pains in the arse, but
Yeah. When's your video coming out? And what's your next video coming out?
I don't know really. Let me have a look at what we got. It should be one of the ones that has been waiting in the wings, like, you know, for the members see them first. So I'll have a look at the earliest one members have seen. It would probably be either the Cars Manual Factory, where there was a grow room. I think that'll probably be a good one to stick out next, or the Fir Trees Pub in Radstock.
Yeah, I know the one you mean. The manual place, main car manual.
Haynes.
Yeah,
Haynes
Haynes.
Manuals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't know whether you want to say the name or not, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I've said it in the video, so when it comes out, you know, people know exactly where it is. Piece of piss to get into it as well. I mean, so many doors and windows open. It's just like, really? Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite well set up how they had it though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
Must have
like you
been.
say, you'd have
Must
to
have
have
been.
gone.
No, I was going to say, it must have been good when they had it there. It must have been quite well secured. But you know, since they got
Yeah.
sussed out, it's just become trashed.
But I'm talking about layout how it had like a garage where you could drive your car in, like a work area. And obviously they got to strip the old car down to every single nut and bolt virtually and take pictures and stuff. It's good how they laid it out so they could actually do all that, and you could see the process where the car would be, where they'd lay the stuff out. That's what I could see in my head, if you know what I mean, because I knew what the building was and what they did there. Not just cars, motorbikes as well. They done loads of them, didn't they?
Yeah, they did all sorts of weird things. They even did like the Starship Enterprise, like Haynes manual for it. You know, how to service your Starship Enterprise.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Mm.
I wonder if they're all were made there, or even all the early ones,
Mm-hmm.
the 70s ones and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Same
reckon they've been
place.
there for a while. Yeah, they've been there for quite some time, I think.
Yeah.
It's funny because I mean, I had Haynes manuals when I was living in Wales, like on a Mini first vehicle, sort of like, you know, to have a like manual. How do you do this? You know, how do you get in there, and what are the bits you need to do? And they're great manuals, like, and it's funny to think, like, you know, you go from like 1990 or something like that, you know, getting your driving license. I don't know, 1990s ish, you know,
Yeah.
and then like getting these manuals and like, well, was it 1990? So 20, 30 years later, you end up exploring the factory where those manuals were made, like, you know, and it's all abandoned shit now. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it? Who knows where you'd be in the future? That's it.
Yeah. That's the funny thing about urbex, which I like, is you kind of like turn up to a place and then explore it. And as you're exploring, you go, oh, hang on. Is this company, or is this entity that I know? I know this company. I mean, wow, was this their headquarters? This is mad. You know, and you just like, you turn up to the place and don't realize the importance of where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ALW's in the house. You alright, mate? Nice to see
Hey,
you.
LW.
Yeah. Cool to see him. Not met up for him for a while, so it'd be great to see him again. Just for a chat up and meet. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, he went out. Didn't he go out to? Was it Poland recently with IKS?
Not too long ago, we went. I think it's somewhere. I think it was Germany. I'm not too sure. One of the two.
Germany or Poland?
Or could be France. Saying that, it'll cover it everywhere, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Greece,
Both Europe.
Italy, Africa. Yeah.
Yeah.
ALW research team. There he is. Yeah, I was looking for him. I didn't spot him because he was in blue for some reason. Yeah. Dear. Yeah. IKS have been out in somewhere in Europe. I think they were suggesting possibly France, but they weren't saying where they were, which is wise. you know. But they were out there recently, and they've been doing a couple of live streams, you know, in the evenings after they finished what they were doing. So it's quite good.
Yeah. There's 1 or 2 bits and bobs I need to do on my car. As well, yeah. Just to keep it up, maintained, really, and looked after. Like I say, got to keep on top of it if you can. Not easy.
Yeah. When you fix your car today, take a photo of the part you're fixing with a mobile phone. Job done.
Adrian's in the house.
Hiya, mate. They were doing the Wolf's Lair. Well, that's bloody Germany. They ain't in France, then, are they?
Germany. Yeah, I was right. France. You said your place.
Wolf's Lair bunker, yeah.
Yeah.
Should go and explore.
Not ALW. Oh, what are they called now? IKS. SKS. Yeah. IKS.
Yeah.
They done it live the other day, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I was on about.
Yeah.
They were live from the evenings, their locations where they're having a drink. Then the latest was
right.
in Poland.
Yeah,
Poland,
you were
yeah.
right, yeah. Poland. Yeah, they hadn't gone live for a while. It was good to see them. And I believe they missed the ferry or something to do with the ferry afterwards. Then the next day messed up.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I didn't manage to see that one. It was a little bit busy.
Ian's funny when he's drunk. Yeah. Don't know if I've seen him really drunk, but yeah.
Yeah. When I first met him, lucky enough, number 1 fan was there. And I went, oh, all right, number 1 fan, and shook his hand, and I was like, which one's which now? Because I always get mixed up in your names. So instead of asking which one's called which, Ian said, I'm Ian, and Chris is Chris. So that's one way of like getting round, find out who's who without looking an idiot after watching them. That's how I did it anyway.
His other name is Fez, I think, because his name is I believe it's Matt Ferris. So they call him Fez. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen in that YouTube video the abandoned mansions in, like you say, South Africa. But even they're abandoned, still owned and gated off and stuff like that. But they only live there for like 2 or 3 months a year. Some people. Crazy.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't have those properties long. They'd be bloody nicked back by the indigenous population.
That's why they're behind a gated community and stuff like that. Pretty much, you like show homes where, yeah, where they like I say, show homes where they invite people to come round to look at this house. But there's no personality in them. They're not homes. They're just a show.
Oh, I didn't realize that Fez actually had a YouTube channel of his own. He's Miss Angel P says that his channel's called Escape the Chaos. I've never seen it. I didn't know he had one.
Escape the Chaos. Rings a bell, that one.
Hello, Savari. Yeah. Escape the Chaos. I'll have a look now. I'll just check. I'll just look it up. Escape the Chaos. Yeah, okay. Bewley Palace. This is like drone videos, most of it, though. Oh, no, there he is. Look, Escape the... Video. No, there he is. Looks like he's with his kids or something. exploring Europe's undiscovered country, Slovenia.
I'll be back in a minute, Matt.
He's into his drones. Let's have a look at what his drone footage is like then. Got a very professional title sequence. It's just me now, is it? Sorry, I'm just watching his drone video now of Bewley Palace. Sorry, folks. Yeah, I was miles away then. Oh, where's everybody gone then? They just like left me to it. Anyway, right. Here's some horse manure videos of horses. Remember that? I had to take them out of I had to take those videos out of my live because if anybody saw it, it was a bit of fun, but the bastards claimed copyright on them.
Don't show it on this one then, please.
No, I won't show it on this one. But I mean, like, can you believe it? Somebody like going, "Oh, copyright on my horse pooing video. Pooing, my horse is pooing." It's like, really? Oh yeah, wow, yeah.
Was that on your channel or
do you give the horse some revenue off the fact that you filmed it taking a crap, like, and putting it up on YouTube? Yeah.
Was that on your channel or Bengals Live? One of you.
No, it was on mine. I had to clip them out. You know, it was complaining about copyright. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. It would, like you say, copyright that.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, like you say, you would copyright that.
Yeah. Yeah. Should have been crappy right. Crappy right. Yeah.
Oh, another video popped up. I'm showing you the link, or I've told you about the one where they're using insulation tape as a fashion item in a fashion show, basically.
Oh,
fashion show was just insulation tape over certain parts.
Yeah, right.
And during the week again, it was, the week after that came up the same thing. So I thought, don't throw any more of these up at me, please.
Yeah.
So the week after, it's got even worse.
Yeah. They think you're into it.
It's an educational video. Yeah. How to make a happy fairy woman, a woman very happy by touching a certain place, a certain bone area. And I was like, yeah, this is YouTube. You can't really do that. But it's like, it's counted as educational. I was like, yeah, don't hover over that one too long because it's a bit, yeah, if you hover over that too long, like I did with the, what do you call it, catwalk with the insulation tape, it might start throwing more at you. So soon jumped off that.
No, once you click, that's it. They think, oh, he's into that. He's into that.
The algorithm start picking it up and throwing them at you then.
Yeah. Hello, Glasgow Dave. No, you can't come on.
Yeah, it's crazy, like you say, what people copyright, and if you do or say the wrong thing, your video's took down. But yeah, you get, like I say, these educational videos that are, put it this way, if you're under 18, you'd find it might be more educating than you'd expect, if you know what I mean. You wouldn't expect to find that on, like, say, YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, there's some right rancid crap on YouTube, but it gets away with it for some reason. And it's like then other people, you know, they just do the slightest thing. Like my HSBC video got demonetized because they said there was too much swearing in it and hateful speech. I'm like, what? What have I said in there? Like, you know, I appealed it and they went, nope. I'm like, you know, what is
Yeah.
it? What are we not? We're just walking around a building chatting shit like we normally do. You know, it's like, why is this video being singled out as no? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Still, it did really well as well, which is like, hang on, YouTube, you're penalizing my video, which means you're penalizing yourself, because it's like it
No.
actually had like 19,000 views for some weird reason. I have no idea why it was found more fascinating than any other video that's up there. But it's like, oh, okay, then YouTube, you want to be petty? Well, you just cutting your own nose off to spite your own face then, because that was a really successful video. So there you go.
No, I think what they'll do, Matt, is just say no to you, but still show advertisements on it, so they still get the income. That you just won't get any of it. Know what I mean? I think that's how it would work.
Yeah. He said penalize, 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 penalize. Yeah. Yeah. If somebody shows their incredibly small fella, then yeah, like troops start massing, you know, like to come and invade the UK to get me, like, you know, special forces, Delta Force start coming.
Yeah, I've noticed that they're harsh, especially with you.
Yeah.
Some other people might get away with it. Well, they have got away with it. Not just talking about with the police and what's going on with that and pictures or whatever you put out, what you found on in the police or courts or whatever.
Yeah.
People put that out on their channels, and the police ain't came after you. But also, like you say, YouTube came after you for certain videos where other people's done the same place, and the videos have not been took down from them.
Yeah.
It's like they're looking after you, looking at you, should I say, more thorough than anyone else.
Yeah.
Fair enough, you might push the boundaries a lot more than other people, but
well, I don't know. I mean, it's a matter of opinion, isn't it, really? I mean, what you are and are not allowed to show. Like, if that was the BBC and they were putting out a thing saying, it's disgusting, look what documents were found in this place, and they could put it out and they'd be fine. But little YouTuber, nobody, he puts it out and they're like, oh, go and arrest him, you know? And that's still ongoing. It's been 6 months now. And yeah, they're still thinking about, are they going to charge me? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do it? You know, it's like 6 frigging months. Like, it's not exactly a cut and dried then, is it? You know, they don't seem very sure of themselves.
It was quite an open building, wasn't it? Easy access.
Yeah.
And there's notes outside as well, weren't there? And all that private documentation outside.
Yeah. I finally got the CCTV footage as well from the custody suite, which I can't wait to put out at some point in the future. It's like, here's me being processed by a police officer.
Does it show him them grabbing your head and banging it off the table yet?
No. Yeah. I'm trying to be like funny and, you know, like circumspect with them. And yeah, they're not having any of it, you know, and it's like, yeah. And the officer that took my torch but didn't write it in as property, and then it kind of went missing until I brought it up, and then it suddenly got found. And it's weird, but how can you find something that hasn't been entered into property? You know, that breaks the chain of evidence. It's like if you are not capable of knowing what you've seized and what you haven't seized, doesn't say a lot about the case, does it?
No. Yeah, that's true. That. And some people might not even really take too notice of that and just plead guilty to whatever because they just got told, oh yeah. But yeah, if they take notice, they could have actually They could actually uh, appeal that in court, so they could have been found not guilty instead of pleading guilty.
Yeah.
If people had the knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just let them. They play their games. We play our games and they play theirs. So.
But like you say, Matt, you're the one who's got being arrested. You're trying to have a laugh with them. They should find something funny, really, because you're the one who's getting locked up. We're not. No, not what I mean. That's what they should be laughing at you. Oh, he seems all right. Let's chill out. You know what I mean? Not chill out, but yeah, not be moody. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair game cop, one of them ones.
Yeah, and it's like there were lots of people who went to that explore. I was the only one who had my house searched and shit taken. Nobody else who was there, nothing happened to them. It's like, yeah. So there were 3 or 4 other people there, all who were known. They were shown in the video. Their faces weren't hidden. No, they don't get checked out or anything said to them. Just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they definitely targeted me. They've been targeting me for donkey's bloody years. I'm so used to it now. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Is it because you've been going in places you shouldn't be doing, like caution and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's what triggered it all. And now it's like, I've got some sort of like serious, get this guy at all costs bloody flag on my head. So yeah.
Oh, dear, that's no good.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
That's why they put different size terminals on there so that it makes it sort of idiot proof. But
but yeah, even though they're not the right size, Matt, you still got to connect it to make sure it don't fit the size.
Yeah.
At least one of them will fit on one side. Know what I mean? If it's a small end on the battery and you're putting a big end on it, it'll go on. It's when you put the small end on a big end, that's when you find out it's the wrong way around and you get the sparks.
Yeah. Generally, Glasgow Dave, you've
got
to remember.
You've got to remember little hint saying the wrong way.
Yeah. Remember which way you took the battery out and put the next battery in the same, and then you go, this is red. Now I'm not going to take it for granted. I'm going to look on the battery and see as a positive before I put it on there, because some batteries are built in reverse, so the positive and negatives are on different sides. Not all, but yeah, some can be like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
But you are supposed to look red to plus, black to negative. Yeah.
That's another job I'll have to do on my Nova if I ever get back on the road. The battery terminals, because back in the day, the log pegs, the long ones, not the circle ones. The long ones.
Yeah. He says no, they're both the same size, but he dropped a socket wrench. It fell onto the negative whilst attached to positive. Well, that'll kind of do it for you, wouldn't it? That will do that. Yeah, that will kind of do it. Yeah.
Yeah. What I have seen is, well, on a lot of rovers, people change this battery, yeah, and it's when they keep doing the positive one, swing it comes loose, too loose, and it swings around and hits the ECU body, which is metal, which is an earth, and then obviously we get a phone call, try changing my battery. We swapped the battery over, it's not starting, and this and that. So you go down, you try and work out what they've done to it and all that. And one time went down, like I say, same problem, and like, what have you done? He said, oh, just change your battery, and I looked. The battery was on all right and all that, but like I say, the ECU had like a little weld mark on it. So I said, by any chance, the ratchet or spanner hit that and spark? Yeah, so that's it then. ECU off, opened it all up, found broken circuit board or the burnt out circuit board. Lucky enough, it was just straight earth that burnt out and didn't damage any of the circuit board or chips on it. So could resolder that and redo that. Then they had to reseal the ECU with proper sealant so it's all waterproofed again. Plugged it all back in and it worked. But it's when people work on the cars and then bring them to you and say, we've done nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like, you must have done something.
Yeah.
And when I've worked on people's cars as well, they always decide it's the best time to start tidying the car up. First, clean a bit of crap out of the car. Then they start wiping little bits of shit off, and then it comes over to the engine bay, flicking the leaves out. Then they go to do something on the end. And one day, this guy's went like boom, right on the radiator cap, and it whoosh. So I was like, right, from now on, I'm not working on any vehicles in the workshop if the customers are there. Know what I mean? So we banned the customers from the workshop then. Because they're making life worse.
Yeah, the MOT guys today, like, got stalled by 15 minutes because this fucking stupid woman on the phone, right, was like just going, yeah, and he was like this, going like this. The fuck? You know, like she wouldn't stop. Well, basically, she bought a car from not them, from a car dealer that's next door to them, but she rang them up and she said, well, I bought it in 2022 and now it needs new tires, and I don't understand how the tires have, like gone. I don't understand this. It's like I think somebody should do something about this. It's like the bloke that sold it to me, and he said, "Well, the bloke that sold it to you is dead. He died. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's not alive anymore. You know, the place that sells the cars is over there." She's like, no, yeah, but the tires are like, gone down and all that. And what does she fucking want? Like, what does she want? Free tires for life? Yeah, you bought a car, right? It'll come with free tires forever now. Is it free tires? Well, what did she want? Like, she was just going on and on and on. This fucking guy was like, yeah, but you have to speak to the people who sell the cars. We're the mechanics in a garage next door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but my tires though, my tires though, my tires, and it's not fair though. He was like, yeah, but you just kept on telling her, like, yeah, I'm not the person to speak to. Like, I didn't sell you the car. The people next door sold you the car. We had nothing to do with them. It's like, fucking hell. But my tires. It's like, oh yeah, it was send Michelin round, like, to give her 100 sets of tires, just deliver them to a door, like, there we are, 50 grand's worth of tires, love. Here we are, enjoy.
I suppose that's one way of selling cars, isn't it? As long as you keep the car, you get a lifetime of tires.
Yeah. But people are like that. I mean, it's like with computers as well. Like, you say, what have you done to this computer then? And they go, nothing. So have you been looking at any dodgy websites or anything? No. You sure now? Yeah. And I go, absolutely sure? Yeah. Yeah. And I go, all right. So what does like ladyboy fisting, what does that mean then to you? And they're like, oh. And I said, so you didn't look at this website, or did you? And they're like, I'm like, yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah. And it's like, and what's this one? Like, like pumpy girl, big tits, arse bollock, .com. you know, and it's like, what's that about then? You know, it's like you were visiting the most rancid.
That's my girlfriend.
festering.
That's my girlfriend. She wanted a medical
Yeah.
advice. She's looking for a clinic.
Yeah, yeah. And you go like you're visiting the absolute dregs of the internet, and you're expecting not to come back with a bit of an STD in computer terms. Like, yeah, right, yeah,
exactly. It's crazy, yeah, especially with mechanics working on cars, like you say, or computers or anything. Because if anything else goes wrong, straight after you've touched it, it's down to you, even though it's might nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blew somebody off once because I did loads of work on a computer, and then they go, oh, it's worse than when I give it to you. And I was like, really? Well, you can shove it up your fucking arse then and fuck off. I'm never working for you again. Fuck off. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do get them. I mean, it's just very, very common. You know, people are like, it's nothing I've done. Why shouldn't it work? It should just work. It's like, well, they do. When they come out of the factory, they're working just fine. Somehow, magically, when they get into your hands, they stop working. Weird, that, isn't it? What's the magic factor here? Is it the factory? Or is it you? I wonder which one it is, you know, because they don't build machines to break. People break them. You know, but people don't want to know that. They just go, well, it should just work forever. It should just work. I said, well, go and buy a fucking Apple then, because apparently they work forever and never break, apparently. So just go and buy one of those then. Go and buy an Apple. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always the operator's fault. Yeah.
You know, and people forget, like, I mean, a computer is a bit like a car, you know. It needs oil, it needs fluids, it needs tires, it needs servicing, and it needs repairs, you know. But they just think that this computer is just going to be like absolutely rock solid forever. And, you know, like, yeah, I don't know what planet they're living on, but it's like, no, it has a finite life. The hard drive in it has a life. You know, it's going to get clogged with dust. That's going to slow the fan down. It's going to become it's going to overheat more as it gets older. The battery's going to die. Shit happens, like, you know, but people, they think it's just going to last forever. Well, I paid a lot of money for this. It's like, yeah, right. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but I hate it when people say, like, they've done nothing. I've done nothing. I've done nothing. It's like, you know, I can kind of see why some people I knew, they used to take an exact backup of the hard drive when they were doing work on it. They take an exact backup of the whole hard drive, and then people go, "Oh, it was better before," and they just go, "Well, I tell you what, then, give it to me for an hour. I'll put it back the exact way it was before, and you can fuck off, and you can live with that then, you know, because you brought it in with a fault. Now it doesn't have that fault, and you're going, oh, it's not good enough." So what do you want? You want the repair for free, is it? You want the whole thing for fucking free? How about I put it back the way it was, and you can fuck off and find somewhere else who wants to work for free? Yeah, that was their way of dealing with it.
Yeah. Exactly. I had the same, like, people, well, same problem with different same problem, but different situation. But it's yeah, customer didn't want to pay anything and all that. So I just took the keys off him. You know what are you doing? I'm saying I'm going to put it how it was to mobilise your card again. 1 minute. Then they pay up the rest of it. Know what I mean? They think you work for nothing. Don't work like that.
Yeah. Well, Jackie Green, if you've got old-fashioned hard drives which are spinning disks, that's why you defrag them. Yeah, but you don't have to defrag SSDs and newer drives. You don't have to. But, and to be honest, the the performance increases that you used to get years ago when you defragged a drive, the speed of drives now are so much quicker. Don't make a hell of a lot of difference.
I've noticed with that video I've done as well, Matt. That camera I've dug out of the cupboard. Yeah, it takes all right pictures and stuff, but they're not in the right size format. Then it's just in a standard photo size.
Like 4:3.
Not a clue. I've looked. I don't think I can find any settings of changing it to mobile phone size because it's before mobile phone pictures came out. So I don't think.
Yeah, everything used to be television format 4:3, and now the newer ones are like HD, so they're slightly wider.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's the older style, like I say. So when I was using it on my pictures, like I tried to edit it, I was like, yeah, that's not right. Try cropping this and do this and do that. None of it was working. Right, so yeah.
You can crop them or zoom them. You can crop the edges or zoom them. Yeah.
Yeah. But how I was doing it, it wasn't quite filling the screen up how I wanted it. Don't know why, it was just being awkward, so I've just done it how I've done it. It worked out at the end. Colonel's upgrading his PC soon.
I did send a link to Dinkum. He's busy. He's getting one of his works vehicles wrapped with like decals.
What is works vehicle, do you say?
Yeah. So he's busy man.
Yeah.
I'm just going through some videos that I've kind of forgotten about, some old school videos. This is one from 2022, and we held back on it because we hadn't really finished the Explore, and we knew nobody else would do it because we had to abseil into this like shaft to get into this base, and but I fucked up badly because I managed to pull something over us when we abseiled down. I pulled something and it went ka-chung over the top. Yeah,
I think you sent us a link to that one
ages ago. Yeah, and basically then somebody had to go up and push it up, and that wasn't easy, because they're obviously hanging on a wire and they're trying to like push this thing out the way, but they did it, and then we all managed to get out. But more recently we've got into this place again and we've fully did it. We documented every single inch of this place, so now I can put the 2022 video out. And Mr. B-Face also has a little extra bit to this because he was very naughty and got in to the actual active bit of this base and ran through it with his camera at high speed, like all the alarms going off and everything. It's like, and he didn't give a shit. Like he was just like, yay! And he's just like running through. He's like, yeah, here we are. Look. And he's just like corridor, run. So there's going to be a few videos coming out soon that people will have a giggle at, Like we abseiled in, then we found a ladder in and he ran around. Then the third one is we found a back door to this place and we got in there that way and got fully around. So yeah.
Is that part on your video where it goes running about as well? Or is it his video?
It's his video, yeah. But I'm going to put it up on my channel because I said, oh, look, it kind of goes with the series, as it were. So it would be a shame not to show it. But, I'll give him full credit for it, and put his name up on the screen saying, like, this is his video.
Yeah, but this is the one who ran through your building.
Yeah.
What? Not me.
I mean, to get in there as well, like you would not believe it. He had to walk over a big, like a large couple of meter square hole that was like about 150-foot drop, and he walked over one brick wide, right? And he had to get from one side to the other to get to the ladder. So we held a branch that was pushing him against the wall, and he was just going like this, like 1 foot, like sidling along one brick width, right, with a
Bleeding out.
150-foot drop, and he was just got to the other side, and then because he was on the other side, he was able to open a door that let us all in, so we didn't have to do that crazy shit because he just let us in then, and that side had a ladder. So, and then we all went down, and we said, well, don't know, anybody want to do this? He was like, I'll do it. We're like, oh, well, make sure you film. And he was like, okay. I was like, yeah, film. And we're like, yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, that's mad, that.
Yeah. So he's got the biggest balls or lack of fear of anyone I've met. He's up there with the Ali Laws, really. I think if there was some in and you said, oh yeah, do that, he'd be like, yeah, right then. He'd be like, oh Jesus, we would all be cringing, like going, oh no. I mean, he's climbed up these cranes, you know, like see people climbing up cranes and walking out on the crane arm and all that, and just like, oh, look at this is cool. He's done all that sort of shit. He doesn't give a it doesn't phase him at all. Like I wouldn't be able to get
danger. You haven't got a sense of danger. That's what it is, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, like I wouldn't be able to even climb probably a third of the way up the ladder, and I'd just be going, nah, no, not for me. This is just no, you know.
Yeah. Colonel's there's getting a new set of waders. Here's mine. Mine are just round the corner there. I need to get them out maybe soon, hopefully.
You can repair waders. You can get like rubber glue, special rubber glue.
Use a puncher outfit to glue off that and the patch.
You can do, but like some of them are not rubber. They're PVC. So you have to use like a PVC-ish glue, you know. Yeah. Like XO says, you get used to heights eventually. I used to get to them going to old steel mills in the US. Yeah.
I used to be all right with heights. I used to climb trees as a kid, right to the top, and you know what I mean, so you can get the highest to the tree, and even play Tiggy. I used to hide up trees because no one could climb up high enough, and if they did get near me, I went even higher. Know what I mean? And, yeah, I had no fear of heights, but now I'm getting older. Yeah, the fear kicks in because you get more knowledge of fear, don't you?
Yeah, you realize
just or something. Yeah,
just how long you're gonna have to spend in hospital if you do it wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to climb trees and all sorts of fun. But now, like you say, if you got a walkway and there's like a metal mesh you see all the way through, and it's a long distance. Yeah, it's not the best, is it?
No,
not the best feeling you have.
Yeah, Kerno's saying his waders are PVC. Yeah, I've had a couple of PVC ones, and what they do is if you inside, they give you like a square flap, and that square flap is for you to cut it off and literally stick it on as a repair. So all you need is the PVC glue, which is PVC glue is usually the same sort of glue that they use on the rubber boats, but you have to apply something first, and then you put the adhesive on it. You have to like put one layer, then another layer, so you have to do it in 2 sets of glue. Yeah.
He sometimes twitches as well. He's behind. Yeah, if you're going up the mountain hills or in trucks, they can be a bit hairy, can't they? Some of them. I
Mm.
know India and places like that. I've seen the hillsides and what they go up one way, just barely enough for one way traffic, but yet two traffic get through it, and wagons as well, and buses, and yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's
crazy.
mental. It's mental. To be honest, it's one of my things that I fear really badly because it used to give me panic attacks of being on a bus going over a mountain road. And it's like you just feel like, it's just like a drop like down the side of the bus. And I'm just like, no, I'm not enjoying it at all. I'm like so glad when we get down the other side. I'm just like, it just sends my brain into cartwheels, like being in a bus, like with a fucking big drop down the side of the bus. Like, oh no.
Yeah, and that film, the Italian Job.
Yeah.
When I was watching that as a kid, I was like, why are they doing it like that, Dad? Shouldn't have just one of them went to the back and just slid one gold up at a time till all the weight was up, and or at least the most weight was up the front. Even I was a kid, I was like saying that at the time, but yet you see one of them walk towards, and all the rest of them step behind him one by one. Then the coach tips even more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know it was entertaining, but me being a kid, I was like, why don't they do that? But obviously, it wouldn't be entertaining, would it, as much? Yeah, at least it left you in a cliffhanger, if you know what I mean. Do they get
Literally.
out of it with the gold, or didn't they get out with the gold? It's up to you to make your mind up whether they did or not. Then, so I thought that was quite a good idea in the end.
Yeah, and there's some of those like cliff drops in Spain and things like that where it is literally like 1,000-foot drop down a cliff, and the bus is just like driving around the edge, like, woo, here we go, and it's like, yeah, not nice.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing a parachute jump, but
Oof.
it's one of them ones you only get one chance at it, don't you? Or two chances if they don't both work.
Yeah.
What are you going to do on the way down? Time to get your phone out and make one last call. I love you. Are you there like that? Ring, 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 ring. Please wait. Your call will be answered shortly.
Yeah. I don't think they'd be able to hear you though with the amount of wind rushing past the phone.
No.
You could probably FaceTime them. You go like this. Yeah.
Yeah. I took my son to one of these aerodromes, where you go into like a fly thing and you like skydiving.
Oh
You go
yeah.
skydiving.
Yeah.
It was quite expensive, and he only had a couple of minutes there. So I said to him, "How far would he have travelled if he was skydiving out of the sky?" So well, him being out up in the sky for 30 seconds like that at 10,000 feet, he'd have hit the floor by then. I was like, what? Is that quick hitting from 10,000 feet? Well, you know what I mean? Just free falling. It's crazy. You must be doing quite a lot of speed.
RAF Perrin Porth. The cliffs there are frighteningly high. Yeah. That's the trouble with cliffs as well. Is if the wind is coming along the coast and up the cliff, it'll give you uplift. So you get pushed up as you're trying to land in from the sea, you'll get pushed up. But if it's going the other way, if it's coming from the land down to the sea, the wind will go vroomf. So as you're trying to come in, you'll get sink. So it's like, shit, you got to put all your power on and just make it onto the runway, because that sink is kind of lethal sometimes. But yeah.
Richard's asking whether you got behind the red door yet. You put out a video not too long ago, didn't you?
That is
Of
behind the red door. that is what's actually there, because even I find it hard to find the old video on my channel. I can't even remember what it's called. So somebody called me out and they said, you ain't been in there. You're all full of crap. You haven't actually been there. And I'm like, yeah, I have. Here's the video. So I just put it back up again so it's easier to find now. But yeah, won't shut up the trolls though. They keep on sort of like picking away, going like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah.
120 miles an hour. I thought it would have took a lot longer than 30 seconds. But saying that, that's down to films again. Because when they jump out of planes with no parachute, you've got to have at least 2-minute fight before one of them pulls parachute. You know what I mean? So it's like not reality and all that, but I was like, really? After 30 seconds, you've hit the floor?
Well, here we go then. 120 miles an hour is 176 feet per second. So if we do some basic maths and we say, now we know it's 170 feet a second. So if you say 10,000 feet, which is the usual drop height, yeah, divided by 176 will give us the seconds, 56 seconds. Is that correct? So foot per second. So 10,000 divided by 176 feet per second will give you 57 seconds. So 3 minutes, he'd have to have been dropped off at 30,000 feet to get 3 minutes. He would
like or something, yeah.
Yeah. 10,000 foot free fall. But remember, they pull their parachutes way above, and then that takes a lot longer for them to come down, once they pull the parachutes. But yeah.
That's after the fight, though, normally.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. I mean,
Yeah, you don't get along, would you? Like I say, quick call saying, oh, yeah, I'm not coming home tonight, and that's it, game over. If they don't answer the phone straight away, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your last minute of wasted. Ring, just listening to, please wait, stay on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, from that height you could probably see the curvature of the Earth? No, you can't though. You can only see the curvature of the Earth at about 60 to 80,000 feet. So yeah.
Well, we don't believe in lies anyway, so
yeah.
That's what this channel's about. No lies, it's just truth, hopefully.
Yeah, well, I've always believed that the Earth was a very large, not cylindrical ball, because it's not. The Earth is is a bit more like fatter in the middle and thinner at the top. So it's a bit like a fat ball. So it's not exactly ball shaped. So yeah, it isn't a ball.
It's like someone stood on it and it's crushed it out a bit.
Squished it, yeah.
Yeah. Adjust your mic. Then hopefully that's better. Sorry about that. It's always when they mess about with the mic though, isn't it? My mistake. Yeah. Got to remember not to do that. Pardon me. Wow, we've got 153 people in the house. Thank you everyone for joining in tonight, and hopefully it's better than what's on TV. So it's cool that you all being here. And please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.
Yeah, has your mic twisted a bit? Maybe turn it into your mouth a bit more. Bend it in.
Like that?
Yeah.
That better?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Because it was kind of going out a bit flat, and you literally got to sort of point it straight at your mouth with that mic, haven't you?
Yeah, that's probably what I've done. Just straightened out a bit too much.
Never mind.
Yeah. And yeah, go on, Matt.
No, I probably would like to do a skydive, but I would have to take enough of my beta blockers to just not make my heart be jumping out of my mouth and literally just making me freeze with, like adrenaline, just making me not even able to move or function, So
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's saying you do it and looking out the hole and knowing what's going to come. Yeah.
Yeah.
But saying that, I suppose it's the feeling that when you first jump out of the plane, that's the moment of buzz, I'd say, because you actually have done it, and now you're free falling. Yeah, if your heart's took the first part of jumping out of the plane,
Yeah.
that's not too bad. It's then if your chute doesn't open, that's where you start to worry. Then enjoy the trip down and until you start pulling chutes and they're not opening, and that's when to panic then.
You won't have long to panic though.
No. But also you wouldn't have a long time to do what they do on the movies again, where they see a parachute open and you dive towards them and grab hold of them and survive. No, if you're going at 120 miles an hour down, and they're going at 80 miles an hour down because of the parachute keeping them up.
No, they'd be doing about 30 miles an hour down once they got the chute open.
Is that all they would be doing? About 30?
Yeah, and then when they get close to the ground, they pull the brakes, and then they get down to about 10, 15 miles an hour.
So you'll be hitting them about 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
If you're coming to grab them and try to grab their parachute,
you wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
Either you break your arms or snap their backs, or you both end up worse for wear, wouldn't you?
No, you wouldn't be able to grab them because you grab them and you'd be ripped off them straight away.
That's mean. Your arm would be ripped off and boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And their back spine will be knackered. They won't be able to land. Both of these will be. Yeah, it's not like the movies.
Yeah.
And don't forget, in the movies, they get time to train where they can actually come together and do stuff like that. And that's when you see the stunt team do all these people sticking together. They only have a certain amount of seconds to do it all, the world record, before they have to pull apart and then pull the chutes up. But because they're doing it every single day, to get used to coming together. But obviously, if you're first time doing it and your parachute's not opening and you see someone and you dive towards him, you've got to go wallop right into him, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's if you can dive towards them.
I've just said, how long is a skydive from 10,000 feet? It says, how long do you free fall when skydiving? It says approximately 30 seconds. Yeah, that's halfway down, you see. So, yeah. You've got 60 seconds till you hit the ground. So at 30 seconds, you'll have opened your chute. And then you have the last bit will take quite a long time to get down then, But, yeah, it's pretty fast.
Tom on a mission skydived. Cool, that.
Yeah. Right, I'll be back in a sec. I've just got to go and get another beer and drain some lizards. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, parachute jump, like I say. I'd love to do it, but it's whether you got the nerves of jumping out the plane. Well, even if you've got the nerves, it's just luck then, whether the parachute opens. I know a lot of parachuters who do it regular, pack their own parachutes and stuff like that because, you can't trust everyone all the time. But obviously, you've got to put your hands into someone else's trust when they're doing it. But one mistake, that's it. You could be gone. And nothing to do with you making a silly mistake, someone else could. Yeah, crazy. That's true. It'd be over and done with pretty quick. Yeah, so it was about 30 seconds falling. Yeah. That Mill Explorer was great. Then it's part 2 coming out. Part 2 coming out. I'll try and get the part 2 out this week. Or if it's not this week, it'll be the week after. But hopefully I'll get a video out this week. Because I think I've got one lined up to do for a throw out soon. Just needs finishing off. And I'll throw that one out, then probably part 2 will be the week after. So hopefully that's the plan. Oh, you've caused trouble now. Is she up with you? Angel got up. There she is. Hello, Angel. Not interested. Too busy with food. Bless her.
What do you want? What do you want? You want this? You're looking at this, not looking at me. Just look at this. Yeah, she goes, give it. Give it to me.
Yeah, she's going for it. Then you.
Give it. Do you want it? Do you want it? She's like, oh, I'll do anything. What do you want? What do you want? You want this? She goes, oh, look, I'll lie down. I'll sit up. I'll give paws. I'll do anything. Come here, Em. Doesn't take much, does it?
Catch you in a bit, mate. Nice to meet you, join us. Cheers. I'm just going to the men's room myself.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no worries, mate. You're such a psycho. Why don't you calm down now? Calm down. Gentle. Oh, no. Hold on. She's like, oh, I am so disgusted that this treat session has just ended. You've just, you can see like the moment I go like food's gone, she's like her head goes just like, oh no, not happy. Little minx, isn't you? It was a little minx. It was a little minx. It was a little minx. Little minx. What you doing? It's like, let me out now. I go now. You haven't got any food anymore. I go now. It's hardly it's basically the only time I see my dog is when I got food or we're going out for a walk. It's not interested any other time, are you? No. You sometimes come up to say hello, don't you? You sometimes go like, oh, what's he doing? Hello. And it's like, oh, he hasn't got anything. Goodbye. You're not interested in anything apart from food, are you? Food. That's it. Just food. That's all it is. Just food. I haven't got nothing. It's all gone. It's all gone. She hates it when I say it's all gone, because this is like the world has ended now. It's like nothing. And she looks away. She's like in disgust. She literally just like, she can't even make eye contact after that. She's like, you have disappointed me. I'm looking away. It's a bit like the Mighty Boosh. It's like, I don't like you anymore. Now I'm going to ignore you. Ding 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 ding. It's like, yeah, right. That's what she does. It's like, I don't like you now. You have got nothing. Goodbye. Innit? She's like, no, I'm not even going to look at you now. No, you have not got nothing. Oh, I might have something. What's this then? Oh, you see? Oh, it's a whole load of air. Air, nothing but air. Oh, I should put the food bowl in my room. Well, that's a point, but then it's so small in here. It's just like I'd probably trip over it and tip all the bloody bits on the floor. Yeah, you're gutted, aren't you? You are gutted. It is an emotional upheaval, to go from food fun to there's nothing left now. Oh, just terrible. I feel so depressed. There's no more food after this. Oh, yeah. I sometimes get peanuts, and then she'll stay on the bed for ages. Then because I have a couple of peanuts for me, a couple of peanuts for you. She'll be there for ages. Like she'll be there for an hour. You know, she won't budge. But the moment the peanuts are finished, she's like, "Bye." She's like, "I'm out of here. Goodbye." Yeah. Mm. Is there any food she doesn't like? No, not really. No, she's an absolute monster for any food at all. Especially if I'm eating it, then she wants it. You know, I mean, I cut up onions, and it's like, you know, onions are quite extreme. If the dog can see me eating an onion, she wants it, so she'll have it an onion. You know, yeah, she'll eat anything, curries, hot curries. She seems to like those actually, but yeah. But she's so food orientated. She's like, you know, yeah. She's sniffing around now, sniffing the floor. Any crumbs, anything falling on the floor? Is there anything around? Anything? She's just trying to convince herself that, you know, is it worth staying or not? Is it worth staying? Yeah. Yeah. She's nearly finished her sniff. Nearly finished the sniffs. She'll like decide now. She'll go, no, I need out now. Look, clawing the door now. Let me out. Let me out. Go now, is there? Going now? Are you going? Are you going? Are you going? Are you going? Oh, well, I'm going out. Is there? Wouldn't you rather stay? Would you rather stay in the bed, pups? They give you scritches. Would you stay? Would you stay if I scritch you? Would you stay? Would you stay for some scritches? She will whilst I'm scritching her. But if you stop, she's like, let me out now. Sort of. She's like, oh, you sort of like, yeah, maybe I'll stay for some more, she said. Okay. This is not always common. She's like, let me out. Let me out. She's like, oh, I'll stay. As long as you scritch me, I'll stay. Yeah. Very fickle, though. You know. She's like, I'm here for the food. No food, no deal. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you staying now, are you, for a scritch? You're proving that I'm telling lies about you, saying that you're only interested in food. You do stay, but like the moment the scritches stop, she's like, right, I'm off. Yeah. Your dog understands everything I say. I tell you what, I had a funny one the other day because I was driving along a road and this guy had two sheepdogs. One was on a lead and one wasn't. But the one that wasn't on the lead was obviously very obedient. And the dog was there. The owner had said, like, wait, you know. So I slowed right down, you know. But as my car was coming towards it, the dog's eyes were like, it was like literally like, have you ever seen a sheepdog when you're driving towards it and its eyes are almost bulging out of its head? It was literally like this sort of like expression of like, I'm absolutely, yeah, she wants to go now. Look, see, she's clawed the door. Go on out. Yeah, but has anybody ever seen that face? I've only really seen it on sheepdogs because sheepdogs are so intense. But like when you're coming towards a sheepdog and it's not happy about something, it's like its eyes are literally bulging. They're like on stalks, you know, and they sort of do this like face, you know, like ultra intensity, you know. It's like crazy. Has anybody seen that? Yeah. I don't think she's going to stop looking at the door. No, yeah. It's funny though when you see that like sheepdog stare. I wonder if I can find an image of like sheepdog ultra stare. Let me see if I can find something. Sheepdog mad stare. Let's see if we can find like it's quite when their like eyes are popping out of their heads, and I've seen it a few times. There, oh, is that? No, there's not many. There's not many mad look. Sheepdog. No, their eyes pop out of their heads. It's like the intensity. You're thinking like if I went near this dog now, it would just bite me. It's like so intense, like revved up to the max. A farmer turned his car into a sheepdog. Oh my god. No. No, I'm still not seeing an example of this like crazy stare they have. I've seen it a couple of times, but no, still not seeing it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's better out and in. It
Oh
wasn't Elvis that left the building, but I'm glad it did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on then.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying like sheep
gave us a stare like that, he'd run a mile.
Yeah, sheepdogs. Sometimes I've seen sheepdogs and they get so intense. Like if something's happening, they're not sure about it. It's like their eyes bulge out of their heads, like as if they're on stalks.
Or like a cartoon sort of thing, where the eyes
yeah
out these sockets.
Oh yeah, and they literally they sort of like they're down on their haunches and they're sort of like head pressed forwards and they're looking and then they're like the eyes are bulge out the front, like because they're so freaked out. Yeah. I'm not seeing much. I'm sure I've seen memes of it in the past, like memes of a sheepdog sort of going like, and his eyes like went as it looks from left to right, and they're popping out of the head, like Yeah, I've not got any good examples on Google, unfortunately. It's not exactly working out well.
Playing up today, no.
No.
Paying its dues.
No.
Oh, I went looking at a place before the other day, yesterday. Yeah, it's an interesting place. Some sort of animal thing again, but they go there for the last place they ever visit, if you know what I mean. Before people end up eating them.
Yeah.
And yeah, walking around the place, the security's still on there. But someone did put a video out of it recently as well. So I thought, I know where that is. So I went around to have a look. It's an interesting one. If you know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Yeah, it's a place where the animals go just before they go to the supermarket for food, people's food.
Yeah, I got a Labrador that's got bulging eyes. As a video of like bulgy eye syndrome, Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few dogs like that, but especially when it comes to food as well. Oh, bloody hell, Nathan. You like Nathan? How's it doing? Yeah, not seen you for a while. Yeah, man. Check out my last video. It's pretty cool, that one, actually. You'll like that. Yeah. Yeah, when you're back up here, just let us know. That'd be cool.
Oh my god, there's a bloke who can pop his eyeballs out. No way.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm sure I've seen
god.
that. And it goes straight back in.
No.
I'm sure that was
yeah.
Was it
Do
the
you want to see it?
Record Breakers or something like that? It was on something daft.
Do you want to see it? Get copyright? Do you want to see it?
Wait, give it us a few more minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
So at the end we'll do it, and then
You can just chop it off at the end.
Yeah, at the end. So that'll be pretty cool then to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Record Breakers that it's on or something?
Don't know. It looks like Uncle, what was it, Uncle Fester or something from the what was it? The not the Munsters, the Addams Family or something. Yeah.
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 That's really weird. Just trying to get hold of our own house with a garage. I've not spoke to your Anthony for a while. What, you mean Carl's brother?
No, my son.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. No contacts for some reason. Not a clue why. Mad. I know he's got his eye on this girl or something, but he should answer his phone once or twice at least. Know what I mean? When I phone him, he can't always be busy on the job, can he? If you know what I mean. Infamous potatoes. You like, mate? Cool. There's some sheepdog pics. Jacker sent you.
You sent me some sheepdog pics of like crazy sheepdogs, is it? Let's have a look then. No, it's just 2 pictures. Let's have a look then. Oh, it's not as intense as the one I saw the other day. It's nothing like as intense as the one I saw. So literally, like his eyes were going to pop out of his head, like, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an idea coming up for my live streams as well. I'll have to suss out how to do it and make sure it's safe to do as well while it's on live stream. So that's, yeah, doesn't really give you much information, does it? But yeah, want to like start getting you all involved and doing stuff together and organising stuff in a way on the chat. You'll see how it works out, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, still got no examples of this like crazy-eyed stare that they do. Yeah. No, they're all like happy stares and sort of like, you know, lazy stares and like, I'm a lazy sheepdog. There's like none of this eye-popping territory that I've seen it a couple of times. Like it just gets so intense, like, you know, like you think what's going on in their head, like as if they're about to pop, you know.
Hey Nathan, you'll have to jump on my videos and look. There's quite a few. There's mines, there's mills, and all sorts been thrown out there recently. So go and check them out. Yeah. Right, go on then. Let's see these eyeballs. This guy
you want to
popping
see
his
the
eyeball out.
You want to see the eyeballs?
And
Okay.
can we just say good night, everyone? Catch you all
Okay.
soon. But
Bye.
don't forget to stay and watch this.
Yeah, here you go, Ant.
It'll
Here he
be
is.
eye popping.
Ready? You got that? And look, his eyes go pop back in his head. Look.
Yeah, it's not the one I've seen.
Pop out. Look at that.
Yeah, the one I've seen was Guinness Book of Records, very similar to that, where they stuck them out like that and they actually measured how far it came out. Yeah.
Oh, that is Guinness World Records. Actually, that is a Guinness World Records video. I can see it now. I can see it, yeah. Oh, bloody hell.
I wonder if it's the same guy. He looks like him with his eyes. Yeah.
Looks like he has to do something with his jaw to kind of like his jaw sort of goes. He has to suck. I think he's
sort of thing.
I think he's sucking. He's like as if he's sucking. He's like pulling them back in, like sucking back in. You look at this kind of. He does that with his mouth.
He's got to roll them back in, hasn't he?
Yeah. Mm.
And I take it this is on a loop. He's not just doing that for fun.
No.
Like, yeah.
That's mental. Absolutely mental.
So, nice one, Matt, for showing us that. And if we do get a copyright thing, you can just chop it and
Just
yeah.
chop the bollocks off it.
So, good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, thank you.
If you haven't checked out the video, please do. And I'll see you soon. Stay safe till next time.
If anyone's got the psycho videos of the sheepdog, send them to me. Yeah. Okay. Cheers. Bye.
Are you going live?
No.
No. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye then.